guys, how's it going? So we've had another parcel, well, a couple of parcels delivered. Been waiting for these for a couple of weeks now. Quite excited about this one because it's the battery, and that one I haven't got a clue what it is. Fingers crossed we should be able to test whether the motor works with the new controller and the new battery, as it's a 36 volt battery. It should, fingers crossed, all work. So I had a tinker with it the other day. Had my little setup like I was explaining in the last video, and with the new motor it was working fine with the old controller. Then I put the new motor and new controller together and it wasn't doing anything, apart from I did start getting it to click after working out that you had to loop the red and the blue wire together because it's acting as a switch, and I don't have a switch, so I had to loop that, but I got there in the end, worked it out. So I'm now getting a click from the control box but no power to the motor, and I can only presume that's because we're running off of 24 volt batteries, and obviously it needs 36 volt for the controller. So if my theory is right, if we get a 36 volt battery, that should now work. We hope. There's only one way to find out, I suppose. So, as always, we have our trusty knife. Always be careful not to cut yourself. And this is... Okay, so this is the digital display off of the Xiaomi M365. I still think I'm saying that wrong. I think it's not Xiaomi, I think it's something else. I'm still a bit dubious whether this is going to work with my setup. I've got, as far as I know, I've got everything I need to connect from the controller. So if my theory is right, it will work. But if it doesn't, it's not the end of the world. It's just more of a gimmick than anything. But it'd be nice if it does. So we will see. Also had this delivered yesterday, I think it was. So this is off of the Xiaomi 365 as well, and I think it works as like like a controller, I suppose, like a motherboard. It's quite well built. Looks pretty solid. Finally, is this bad boy, and this is what started this whole project. So basically, I was disappointed with the 2 12 volt batteries I got. I was only getting a range of about 6 or 7 miles, which is no good really. So that's what got me thinking whether I could use this battery from the Xiaomi M365, so I can get that longer range. But then I didn't realise how much I was going to have to change to get there. But I think I've got everything now, so there's no reason why it shouldn't work. So, on first impressions, it's wrapped really well. It's got some nice foamy stuff going around it, so there's obviously going to be no damage to the battery itself, which is good. And let's get them out of the way. And this is my 36 volt battery pack from all the way from China. I got it on eBay for £75, I do believe. And you do that. That's a squirrel. It's called Stephen Squirrel. He's a little shit, to be honest with you. He keeps smashing up all our flowers, but he's cool. He's quite fun. Anyway, so here we got, that's going to end up going into here, which is good. Into that. And then you've got this, which is your charger, which from our earlier video, we've got the charging pack there, so we can give that a bit of a charge. And I think that's it. And then the other headache I've got, which I don't know whether, because I've taken the frame away to get painted, is I've got to make sure this all fits within my frame, the area I have for the frame. I think it will. If you could probably work out measuring the two batteries together. You might get a tape measure. So basically the old batteries, these ones here, used to be side by side, so they are about 9.5 centimetres. So 9.5 centimetres, so if we just say 20 centimetres because you've got a little bit of here. So, and this battery pack is, with the brackets, 34 centimetres. So that goes there. Then we have our controller in the equation, which is about there. A little bit of a gap in between for all the lumen that used to go in. I'm fairly confident it will go in the gap I've got in the frame. And then because this battery pack is a lot smaller width-wise, I presume everything else like this and the controller can go down the side of it, nice and neat. And it'll be a case of then just trying to get it watertight, and then just screwing everything down so there's no movement. And yeah, should be good to go. So I'm going to apologise because the sun's coming through this window and it's bleaching me out. It's me off, to be honest with you, but there's not a lot I can do unless I board the window up, which I probably will think about doing if we're going to carry on doing videos during the day, which, because I have a day job, probably won't, but we'll see. Stephen's back. He's just run across the roof again. Yeah, so looking at what we've got here, I'm not sure whether they send it with charging these batteries. I presume there is a little bit, but probably not a lot. And if I was to connect that into there, and then I've only really got these ones. How do I get? Really, I would do away with that. They go straight into here, don't they? So the lithium power pack is a much better power pack and more obviously lightweight, smaller, goes for longer than these big bulky old acid batteries. That's, you know, it was probably okay in the 90s and early 2000s, but we've come a long way since then. Yeah, I need to seriously work out how this is going to work now, because it might be a case I don't need this, because everything runs from this. In the Xiaomi you only have this and this, which I've got. As long as I'm not doubling up, that's what I don't want to do. Them two things might be the same thing, but obviously different versions. So I've been doing a bit of research, and it turns out I didn't really need to do a lot of what I have been doing. So it turns out I don't need this to do setup I want to set up. This is more for your Razor scooters, where I'm trying to go away from that, and I want to try and make it a more modern Xiaomi type scooter. So I've got this motherboard, and I've only just discovered that this does the same as what that does, I think. Still haven't got a clue what I'm doing, but yeah. So where this is kind of a bit mad, and it will work, if I go with, yeah, so there's two ways I can probably do this actually. I'm losing that sun again. So there's two ways I could do it. I could either go with this motherboard off of the Xiaomi, or I can go with this motherboard off of the Razer, just a more modern version of it. I'm not wrong either way, but I don't need both. I mean, the sun's doing my head in. Yeah, so I'm not wrong and I'm not right. I don't need both. I've just got to decide which way I want to go with it. Either way, if I don't use it, if I use this one for this project, I'm more than likely to use this one for my next project, whether it's a bike or another scooter. Anyway, this is the instructions for an Xiaomi M365. So we've got the battery pack, which is this, which is then leads on to the controller, which is this. Yeah, so they don't have this controller, so this one might be a waste of money, which wouldn't surprise me. It's not too bad, it's only like 15 quid, 20 quid or something. Okay, right, so I'm going to go away now and have a think about how this all is going to go together, whether I can get it working and whether there's any juice in this battery. Right, so I'm just going through some of the things I've bought, and I did buy this lead that I was saying in one of my other videos I probably wouldn't need. Well, I kind of worked out that if I want to get the display working, that's the lead I need to use it, so that's cool. So in the display you got obviously the display, and you got a couple of little wiring looms, you've got the covers, and then you got like a rubber seal to keep it watertight. So basically I've connected this wire to the display, and then if I put that into my controller, and then if I go like this, I've got power. So technically we've got power in the batteries, which is good. We've got the controllers working fine, and the display is working fine. I don't know what that's doing. Right, so turn it off, everything's working alright. So if I do get obviously this to work as I want it to work, I've got to then find a way of connecting these onto my handlebars, but making it so it looks like it should be there rather than just thrown on for the sake of throwing on. But it's quite good that it was beeping at me and making crazy noises. I'll crack on with this and see how we get on. I'll do another video when I've got my head around what bits I'm missing or how I need to go about it. Take it easy, guys.